Okay, here we are back to do some condensing, just like the soup that I will have for dinner. 20, teacher salary, 20, so 5 times times log base 3 of x minus 2 times log base 3 of y. We're going to use the same rules that I wrote up here, but kind of going backwards. Yay, backwards. So here we have a coefficient. So a coefficient can become an exponent. So this will be an x to the 5th, and this 2 would be a y squared. So that's the first step. Any coefficients become exponents. After that, this is a minus sign, subtraction. Subtraction becomes division. So we are going to have log base 3 of something as our answer. So here is x to the 5th. So I'll write down an x to the 5th. This is a minus, so this will turn into division. And this says y squared. So it was 2 steps long. That's the answer, by the way. The numbers in front become exponents. So you get x to the 5th and y squared. Since it was a minus, it becomes division. So x to the 5th divided by y squared. And it is a single log, so that is condensed. Boom, 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 boom. Number 21. 3 goes there, and 4 goes there. So I have the natural log of x to the 3rd minus the natural log of y to the 4th. And same thing as the last one. This turns into division. So I would have the natural log of x to the 3rd divided by y to the 4th. And just notice that was off screen. Done. So the next one, 2 goes there, 4 goes there. So log base 3 of 5 squared, which is a number, so I'll do that in a second. Like so. This is 25, so I'm just going to write 25. Because mathematicians, we always simplify. This is a plus sign. Plus signs become multiplication. So I'll have log base 3 of stuff, and it'll be 25 times y to the 4th. And that is the answer. So, very similar to previous sections, just going backwards. You just need to know subtraction becomes division, adding becomes multiplying, and any numbers in front become exponents. Okay, on to the back. In 23, what's the base? Yes, I'm going back to asking that question. What's the base of number 23? Well, over here the base is 2. Over here the base is also 2. Since the bases match, this one goes pretty fast. Since the base is 2, we use a base 2. So log base 2 both sides. And these cancel. And these cancel. And all you have left is x minus 2 equals 2x. Which you now solve for x. Easiest way is to subtract x from both sides. And you get negative 2 equals 2x minus 1x is just x. So x equals negative 2. And you're done. I know you guys probably want to write it that way. So if you're OCD, you can do that. 24. What is the base? The base is 2. But on the other side, this is not a 2. This is a 1/8. So you have to change this. And it is not so coincidental that 8 is a perfect power of 2. So 2 to what power is going to be 8? But this is another time where I kind of mentioned in a previous one, it's useful to think about what type of number your answer will be. 2 is a whole number, but 1/8 is a fraction. So what type of exponents make things fractions? What type of exponents make things fractions? And that answer is negative ones. So 2 to a negative number will make it a fraction. So then you just have to think about 2 to what power is 8. So what's 2 times 2? It's 4. And what's 4 times 2? It's 8. So that means 2 to the third power is 8. So 2 to the negative third power is 1/8. So I am changing this to that. That is what I have done. Change the 1/8 to 2 to the negative third, because they're the same number. This is 2 to the 5x plus 3. Same thing as the previous ones. Now that the bases match, they're going to cross out if you were to do a log base 2 of both sides. And you get 5x plus 3 equals negative 3. And you solve it from there. Okay, that's it. 3 more to go. Natural log of x plus 4 equals natural log of 3x plus 2. This one, what's going to happen basically is that since the log of this equals the log of that, it should make sense that you can just kind of cancel those out because these have to be the same. It wouldn't make sense to say the log of 7 equals the log of 5. No. Whatever this is has to be equal to that. Mathematically, what you would do is that natural log is base e. So you would exponentiate both sides with an e and cancel them out like that. But, end game, you just get x plus 4 equals 3x plus 2 because it is a single log equals a single log. In which case you can subtract 3x from both sides. Like so. It's just solving for x from here. We'll subtract 4 to get negative 2x equals negative 2. And if you divide by negative 2, you get x equals 1. Like that. Quick thing though, with log questions, like these two did not have a log, but with log questions, you do have to check the answer because you cannot take the log of negative numbers. So like if I plug in 1, this would be 5. And 5 is positive, so it's fine. If I plug in 1, 3 times 1 plus 2 is once again a positive number. So this checks out. You don't have to really check to make sure the numbers match. You just have to double check that it's going to be positive. Otherwise, it'll always work out for these ones. Okay, 26. Log plus log equals number. So this is a problem. If you have 2 logs on the same side, you can't do anything. You have to make it a single log, which is what the previous page was. Actually, the first 2-3 questions we did. We have to condense it. If there is 2 logs, you have to put them together into 1 log. And that's what we're going to do. So answer this question for me. What does addition become? If you said multiplication, you're right. You also talk to yourself. So here, I would have log base 2 of, and then it's y times y minus 2. Do make sure to distribute. Y times y minus 2 is y squared minus 2y equals 3. Like that. Most people, when they study, will study that part and get that part okay, but then the next step, they'll accidentally do something wrong. Since this is a base 2, log base 2, we will use a base of 2. We will exponentiate both sides. That way, this will cancel. Just remember what this means. 2, 3. This is 2 to the third power. 2 to the third power is equal to 8. A lot of people don't write 8. Hopefully you did, or were thinking it, or maybe. So 2 to the third is 8, and this is y squared minus 2y. At this step, since you have a y and a y squared, you have to subtract 8 from both sides and factor. So y squared minus 2y minus 8 equals 0. I'm going to go ahead and factor it. If you want to pause it and try it yourself, you can. Multiplies to negative 8. Adds up to negative 2. That's going to be 2 minus 4. So we get y plus 2, y minus 4. So y equals -2 or y equals +4. But once again, since this is a log problem, you do have to check them. If you plug in -2, you'd be taking the log of a negative number, which you can't do. 4, you can take the log of 4, and 4 minus 2 is 2, so you can take the log of 2. So it turns out this is the only one that works. So there you go. Y equals 4 is the answer. Last question. What's the base? I don't know, Mr. Anderson. There's no number there, so it doesn't have a base. It's 0 or 1, isn't it? No, it's not. It is a 10. If there is no number there, it is a 10. So the base is 10. So what base will you use? 10. You can exponentiate both sides to cancel that out, and you get 4x minus 18. 10 to the first power is 10. Add 18. Divide by 4. No, I don't know why I did that. Whatever. So x equals 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 minus 18 will be positive, so it works out. There you go. That's the entire review guide, start to finish, over some videos. There you go. I'll quickly show you the rest of the pages, just in case you want them all in one place. So here we go. That's that page. This was the front. That was the next page. And that was the last page. All right, hopefully this helped. Have a good one. Good luck on the test.